Coming up, meet a man who's willing to take on winter's challenges while raising money for a good cause.
A dog killed by a hunter's trap that was placed on family property near Grand Forks.
Plus, a mother speaks out after her son was killed in a crash over the weekend. Valley News Live at 10 starts right now.
This is Valley News Live at 10.
New at 10 tonight from Grand Forks County. North Dakota Game and Fish officials are investigating after a family's hunting dog was killed in a snare trap.
The dog disappeared over the weekend and was found late yesterday near the family's home. Valley News Team's Courtney Lockie shares their warning.
A smiling yellow lab, a great hunter, and a family member. That's the way loved ones remember Lucy.
We tried to take her home a couple of times ourselves, but unfortunately, we weren't able to get away with it.
Dan Lund is a friend of the family. Lucy's owners tonight too distraught to tell her story. Dan says he got a call Saturday saying Lucy left the house and never came back.
She didn't come back this time when she was called.
Searching their 16 acres, they found Lucy a day later, less than 200 yards from their home in Mackinac.
He just kept walking the river, went down a little bit farther, a way that they don't normally go and that she doesn't normally go, but that's when he found her in the trap. It was not good. It was not good at all.
A trapper had recently set a snare on the Turtle River, which runs through the family's property. Lucy was caught in it and did not survive.
We actually had to use a chainsaw because she was stuck on the ice and frozen to the ice. Literally cut her out. It took us a good hour.
Tonight, investigators are looking into where the snare came from. Family members are questioning if there was something that could have been done to prevent this.
I'm a hunter myself. They like to hunt. They're not against it, but it's got to be done right and let people know what's going on.
A good dog, and to this family, a family member is gone. The family hoping no one else will go through the same. In Mackinac, North Dakota, Courtney Lockie, Valley News Live.
Neighbors we talked with tell us after hearing the news, they will be keeping a close eye on their pets.
A 21-year-old Fargo man is being remembered tonight after police say he was killed in a car crash over the weekend. It happened at the intersection of Great Northern Drive and 18th Street North just after 1 a.m. on Saturday. Officers say they found a badly damaged vehicle and Isaiah Johnson laying on the ground nearby. Police say the driver fled the scene and they believe alcohol played a factor. No charges have been filed yet.
I'm angry. He had a choice, and he's going to have to live with it for the rest of his life, yes, but I don't get to live with Isaiah for the rest of mine.
A meal train has been organized for Isaiah's family. To donate money or a meal, you can find the link on our VNL News app. Just click on this story.
A Wadena County home is a total loss after a fire over the weekend. Around 11:20 Saturday night, the sheriff's office received a call about the fire. The owner had already evacuated and said it started from a wood stove pipe. The home is considered a total loss.
In your COVID-19 vaccine coverage tonight, there are no COVID vaccine appointments available yet on Thrifty White's website. If you're 65 or over 65 in North Dakota or Minnesota, you can sign up for an appointment on their site when more slots open up, either later tonight or tomorrow morning. Now, last Tuesday, appointments for the week were fully blocked in 24 hours. The pharmacy is also launching a waiting list soon where you'll be able to sign up if you fall into any of the Tier 1 priority groups. And to stay on top of the list of the latest COVID vaccine news, check out our VNL Vaccine Tracker. Just open your phone camera, point it at the QR code on your screen, then tap the link that pops up. We'll also have the link on our homepage.
Novavax says it's testing a new version of its COVID-19 vaccine. Scientists are specifically targeting the coronavirus variant first identified in South Africa. Once lab testing is complete, the new vaccine could move to clinical trials. Research is still in the early phases. Meanwhile, Novavax says the U.S. trial for its original vaccine has reached full enrollment. Novavax says if everything stays on track in the U.S., the vaccine could have emergency use authorization by the summer. Researchers have discovered 7 new COVID variants in the U.S., all with similar mutations. Health experts say there's no evidence they could be more dangerous or more transmissible, but it's important to study the way they could affect vaccines.
I always like to say, like, if you walk down to your kitchen in the middle of the night to get a glass of water and turn on the light and you saw a cockroach run away, there's probably a lot more. Sequencing is like turning the light on.
meaning there could be other variants we don't know about. These studies are helping to point to what may be important to the virus.
In your legislative watch tonight, by a slim 3-vote margin, the North Dakota House of Representatives voted down a bill to make booking photos and mugshots confidential. The bill would have made the pictures confidential until a person was convicted, or if law enforcement felt there was a compelling public safety interest. 45 voted in support of the bill, 49 against. House Bill 1296 needed 48 votes to pass.
North Dakota lawmakers are taking their shot at reforming the state's gun laws and what qualifies as a dangerous weapon. Some bills are looking to take some items off the dangerous weapons list, which would allow anyone to bring them on public lands, including school property. Supporters of the move say the laws are too specific to be effective, but opponents worry that removing items doesn't expand safety but does open the door for bad actors. Supporters say the current law needs updating.
2 knives, essentially the same. One can be opened easily that way, one opened easily by this way. The difference, one is considered a dangerous weapon, one is not. Now, with that, it should be whatever crime is being committed with these, not the item itself.
By not calling them dangerous weapons, they would be allowed at public gatherings. Items that could be taken off are switchblades bigger than 5 inches, crossbows, and BB guns. For schools, the bill only bans firearms from the school building itself, but doesn't include athletic events.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she wants an independent September 11th type commission to examine the January attack on the Capitol. In a letter to Congress today, she says we must get to the truth on how the deadly security breach happened. Pelosi writes the next step is to form a commission to investigate and report on the facts and causes relating to the domestic terrorist attack on the Capitol complex. In that same letter, the House Speaker also thanked Capitol Police for their courage and heroism in securing the Capitol and protecting members of Congress.
College football is back. The Bison will take on Youngstown State on Sunday for their first game of the spring season. The Farmers Union Insurance pregame show starts at 1:30, taking you all the way up to kickoff at 2:30. You can catch all the action on KVLY.
Still ahead tonight on Valley News Live at 10. You may have seen him around town. This man doing an extreme winter weather challenge with his Jeep. We'll explain why.
But first, finally something to look forward to in this week's forecast. Hutch breaks it down for us in a couple minutes.